Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Joshana here with some Pusheenicorn loveliness. So the Pusheenicorn pick that won for January was The Age of Myth by Michael J. Sullivan. And I will admit, it was a bit daunting. And because it's very large and I knew it was like an adult fantasy, higher fantasy. So I was a little scared. I ended up really liking it. On my 1 to 10 scale, I gave this 8.12, and that translates to 4 Pusheenicorns for this one. Yeah, I really enjoyed the characters. All of the the ones I was supposed to enjoy, right? I liked seeing them all come together. I particularly liked, and I forget her name now, Suri. Yeah, Suri was really great. And I felt like the pacing was really good in this book. Again, like I said, I was scared because it's quite large, and I was like, oh God, this might take me forever. But the pacing was really good. There was always something happening. It was exciting. The intrigue was definitely high here. I was like wanting to know what was gonna happen. So yeah, thanks for the pick, guys. Now, I had explained previously that how it's gonna go is like last month I had The Age of Myth, Cinder, and then Tithe were the 3 books. And so how it's gonna work normally is that the second highest one that gets the second highest amount of votes is going to automatically be on the list for the next month to vote on. So that would mean that Cinder would automatically be one of the books you can vote on for me to read in February. But I actually ended up deciding to buddy read Cinder with Ethereal Theory. So for February, the 3 books for you guys to vote on for me to read are going to be Burning Bright by Melissa McShane, and I'll put the picture somewhere. So a brief kind of synopsis here. I'm not going to read the whole thing like I did last month. That I feel like was too much. So basically, our main character here can control fire. It's set in 1812 England, and she can control fire, and apparently she's not like a secret, it's a magical world where this is normal. Except it's not normal that she can control fire because she's the only one in England in 100 years. And they're known as an extraordinary. And I don't know if that's just with the fire or just like all kinds of magic, if there's like different extraordinaries. So her father is trying to like exploit this basically and get her like married off to somebody like for his benefit. Because she's like special, he can like get her married off to somebody with money. I don't know. And if she doesn't agree to this like loveless forced marriage, then her parents are like, all right, you're on the streets. So it says that she has a choice between a forced marriage, a loveless marriage, or living on the streets without her parental support. And instead, she chooses a third option of joining the Royal Navy and using her powers with the Royal Navy. And I was like, well, that sounds pretty badass. This next one I am scared of. But it's The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett. It's number 1 of the Discworld. If you know anything about the Discworld, like series, there's so many. So Terry Pratchett has created the Discworld, and there are like umpteen trilogies and series and duologies all within this same world. There's literally maps like that you can find and graphs to explain it all online. And that's what I did and discovered that this one is like technically book 1. I think it's like the Witches trilogy or series within Discworld is also another good place to start. But this is the one that I have. So it's like the world is super crazy. It's on the back of a giant turtle. The world is on the back of a giant turtle. And in the synopsis it says gender unknown. Like what? There's wizards, there's magic, like there's a guy with a suitcase that has a bunch of legs, like his suitcase has legs. And then it says there's dragons, but only if you believe in them. And like, it just sounds like very whimsical and fantastical and whatever. I'm scared of it because I know Discworld is like this giant world of books. And the third choice that you can vote on is The Emperor's Blades by Brian Staveley. Long story short, for this synopsis, the emperor has been murdered. His son is training in an elite fighting force, but his life is in danger, and the emperor's daughter is hunting his murderer, the emperor's murderer. And then there was another character that I don't know who he was or what he was, but yeah, I don't know. One of those types of things. High stakes, people might die, blah. But obviously all of these I wanted to read because I put them on my want to read, and now they're on my Pusheenicorn pick, so they all sound good to me. I'm willing to try any of them out. So again, the link will be in the description for you to vote on which one you would like me to read, whether it's because you've read it and you love it, or if you haven't read any of these and you just think one of them sounds better than the other ones. The voting is going to be open today until, what is today? Today's the 27th already, dang it. I'll do it until next Sunday. So the 4th, February 4th is when I'm going to close the voting for it. Not like a ton of people voted last time, but like more than I thought would, so that's cool. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for your time, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.